Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky15, and in this video I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 predictions for tomorrow's horse racing action. As usual here on the channel, before we get stuck into those, I just want to reflect on how today's selections ran. It was just the one winner in the end, which was Luxor at Wolverhampton for James Doyle and William Haggis. We tipped it up at 4-1 in the end, and in some places I saw today it did drift out to 11-2, so if you're on that price, well done on you there. Away from that, our other selections didn't really turn up today, and we won't go into too much detail on them, but yeah, that's the way racing can go sometimes. Sometimes you can have your good days and you have your bad days, but at least we had a winner today, and hopefully we can do a little bit better tomorrow. So our first selection tomorrow comes at Haydock in the 410 with a horse called Salateen, trained by David O'Meara, and Martin Harley is booked for the ride here. Now this one has already won over the course in distance back in July, and I thought the drop back from 7 furlongs to 6 furlongs should definitely suit it. It ran a good race last time out on the all-weather a few days ago at Chelmsford, and I thought the drop back and trip would definitely suit. It is often a front runner as well, and I thought in this small field it could dominate tomorrow, and I thought 4-1 wasn't a bad price to kick us off there. So that's going to be the selection for the 410 at Haydock. We then go to the 420 at Salisbury with the Dick Pool Group 3. I like a horse here called Your Time Is Now, 5-1 best odds I've seen out there, trained by Roger Varian. Andrea Azzani is booked for the ride. Now this horse won a novice race last time out at Newbury in very commanding style by over 2 lengths. Before that it did have a couple of excuses. It did run well in a race at Goodwood, but before then as well it did run quite well at Newmarket, but last time out was more like the real deal. This horse has been shown quite a lot of promise, and I thought really that it could definitely take the step up into group company. There's a few nice horses in this race as well. I know Andrew Bolden's got a nice horse, and so has Rafe Beckett. There was also meant to be a Jer Lyons horse, but unfortunately that one has had to pull out. So I thought tomorrow this race was a bit more wide open, and Your Time Is Now I thought represented a little bit of value here, and I could definitely see it taking another step forward, and I thought 5-1 there wasn't a bad price. We then go to Sedgefield for the 430, bit of jumps action here with a horse called Rolling Maul, I should say. It's 13-2 best odds with bookmakers at the moment. It's the father and son combination of Peter Byrne, the trainer, and his son Sean Byrne, booked for the ride. These two have been in very good form. The stable is operating at a 21% strike rate. Sean Byrne himself is riding well as well, 31% strike rate for him, so obviously they're going really well. They often do quite well at this time of year as well. Peter Byrne is renowned for doing quite well in the summer jumping, and this horse, Rolling Maul, has been a good horse for him. It's been running on the flat a couple of times recently and was unlucky one of those times. I do remember backing it when it was a bit squeezed for room at Foss Lash, I think it was. But yeah, he hasn't really done much over hurdles recently, but I thought now he was back down to quite a reasonable mark of 1-2-2. He's been rated £10 higher before, and I thought tomorrow with some of these a bit in and out of form, maybe Rolling Maul I should say, could get his form back here, and I thought 13-2 wasn't a bad price considering the jockey and the stable are in good form, and I wouldn't be surprised there if it made the frame, so it could be a good solid each way bet if you wanted that one. We then end the video going back to Salisbury. They will come in quick succession tomorrow, these selections, in the 450 with a horse called Goodnight Girl, round about 7-2 best odds of bookmakers at the moment, trained by Johnny Portman, who's been having a good year. Rob Hornby's booked for the ride. This horse has been ultra consistent in the last couple of months. Its form figures read 1-2, 1-1-2, second at Newmarket last time out, I should say. And I thought tomorrow it probably was the most consistent horse in the lineup, and I thought 7-2 this is the one that should probably be the favourite and should win the race. So they're going to be the selections for tomorrow's horse racing action. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel here at Lucky15. You can also check out my own work with the punters page. If you just type them in, you'll see my tips that I give for them on a daily basis on YouTube, and you can also follow them on Twitter. Their handle is at the punters page. You can also follow me on Twitter as well at Lucky15. So yeah, that's all I've got to say really. Please subscribe. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.